What's going on? This your boy, Chris Simmons, coming to you with another podcast episode. I'm here with three-time returning guest. She don't need no introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Miss Ursula Keith. What's going on with you, girl? How you doing?
Hey, Chris. Thank you so much for having me again. I am doing amazing. I have a little bit of a crazy thing going on here at my house. I'm not going to get into the details, but I am just excited to be here. So thank you. Thank you for having me. And I'm excited for tonight's episode because it's going to be fun. I already feel the vibe, I feel the vibe that we are going to be talking about good old Christmas because it's coming up.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I think this is gonna be one of these episodes. I'm not gonna get too deep into the motivational thing. It's just gonna be a time for me and Ursula to reflect on, just stuff that happened over the past few Christmases. Cause I know I got some most memorable Christmas experiences, just kind of get everybody in the holiday spirit. Now, before I get started, I do have a story I want to tell because I have been having a crazy Wednesday so far. So this morning, I got in my routine, right? And I was, I went to the gym as always. And then afterwards, I went with my friends to this Main Street nutrition place where they serve really good protein shakes and some teas. So we went there, we were chilling out. I end up going back to the apartment. I take a shower, everything like that. So I'm in the shower, I'm listening to music, and I get a phone call. And I'm like, who's that? Because usually nobody really calls me in the morning and stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, maybe it's like one of those like scam numbers. So I'm like, all right, I'll just leave it alone. And then like a few seconds later, I get another call back. I'm like, but this must be an emergency right here. I think I might need to step out the shower and answer this phone. It was my roommate, my boy Talon. My boy Talon had called me and he was like, so what you doing? I said, I'm in the shower. And he's like, can you come pick me up because I got a flat tire? I was like, oh man, that's crazy, bro. So my man, luckily he wasn't that far. He was about 5 minutes from the apartment. So, I got to help a brother out. You feel me? Because those are one of those situations where you can't control that. It happens. I mean, I've had a car break down on me before. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna help my brother out. So, I went and picked him up. Luckily, he wasn't too far down the street. And then we had to go to the auto zone, and we went to the auto zone so we can get this little screw for the tire. The little, I forget what it's called. I don't know if it's not, I don't think it's a jack. It's just some where you take it and you try to pop the tire. So we had to get that. And so we got that. We went back to his car. He was like, all right, I should be able to be good from here. So I'm going back to the apartment. And as soon as I'm almost to the apartment, my man called me back. He said, did you go any farther did you go any further? Are you almost to the apartment? I said, yeah, I'm almost to the apartment. He's like, I got the wrong thing. I was like, bro. I was like, uh-oh. So, I had to drive back to where we at, and we had to go to another auto shop. So we went to Advanced Auto Parts this time. So we actually had to get the jack. So the jack I think it's the thing that goes under the car. We got to lift the car up. We got that. We went back to the car, and I was helping them out. I was trying to pop the tire, and it was difficult. But I should have. I wish I would have got this advice earlier. So I went to go see a friend just before this episode, and she was like, and I was telling her about the experience. She's like, oh, so did you prop the car up and then try to pop the tire? And I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, you were supposed to keep the tire on the ground, then then pop the tire, then jack it up. And I was like, well, that could have been helpful. You know what I'm saying? Because
I knew that.
we had the car propped up, and we were trying to take the tire off, but it wasn't working. I fortunately got one off out of like 5. So I was like, bruh. So that was that. But fortunately, he was able to get it taken care of. His brother came, helped him out, got the spare tires and everything. So his car is good. But it was a crazy morning. I was about to, I thought I was going to have to do my live segment outside, just be like, we out here fixing tires and trying to be mechanics out here. So that was a crazy that was my crazy story for this morning. I thought I had to share it. Because it happens, but you know what? You still got to have a smile on your face. You still got to thank God. God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. Can I get an amen from somebody out here? Because no matter what your day is looking like, no matter how your day start, it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. Come on, somebody. But yeah, I just thought I had to share that story because it was a crazy morning, but here we are. And so we'll go ahead and transition into the Christmas story. I'll just call it the Christmas story. So Ursula, ladies first. Do you want to go ahead and kick it off and share like something that was memorable about your past Christmases, or what are you looking forward to for this Christmas?
Oh man, I can tell you so many stories, but let's just start with the fact that my birthday is on Christmas Eve.
Come on, girl.
Yeah, so December 24th, that's when my birthday is. But let me tell you something. There's good things and bad things of that happening. Let's start with the bad things. Everybody gives you only one gift. Why? Because your birthday is literally almost on the same day as Christmas. So they're like, oh, here's for your birthday and Christmas. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. That's so nice of you. So that's the one thing. The other is that no one is available to come celebrate your birthday on Christmas Eve or on Christmas. So it's always been the time that I had to celebrate my birthday either before that or after, even when I was a kid. And now I'm used to it. I don't even plan for it. I think that's why I don't like parties, because I could never plan one just because everybody would be celebrating with their family. But the one thing I do love about Christmas, and as you guys know, I've been here for many episodes now. I'm currently in Canada, so I usually would travel back to Mexico to be with my mom for Christmas, for my birthday. So then I would always look forward to that, because even though it was very cold where I would always travel to the warm weather to celebrate not only my birthday but Christmas with my mom. I think that's the best. If I was to go back to a specific Christmas, I don't think my mom. So here's the thing: because my birthday is on pretty much the same day, she always makes it about me. Because she's nice and because she's my mom, and she's always trying to make up for the fact that it's Christmas. Therefore she would always either take me out for dinner, or we always make it about my birthday, and then Christmas is second. But I do love waking up in the morning and opening the gifts. Like, don't you like that? I think that feeling of having the gifts underneath the tree, like, it's one of my favorite things that happen on the year. Like, it doesn't matter what happens, like, everybody is happy. It's a season where it just lifts you up. What do you think? Like, I think it's a season that makes you happy for whatever marketing reason it's behind it. I don't mind that, but it's an uplifting season. What do you think?
I think, as a kid, and I realized this, when I was a kid, I was always looking forward to getting presents, because I knew that, if I asked for some, chances are I was going to get it. Because, before, I know that the real reason for celebrating Christmas is the birth of Jesus. Now, I understand that. But I think what Christmas, as a kid, they talk about Santa Claus, they talk about Rudolph, they talk about the Grinch, Jack Frost, all these different characters. Now, if your kids listening, I don't know if we're going to expose the truth. So if you got kids, I mean, I would just be cautious, because I don't want them to find out earlier than they should. But they got all these made up characters that they put in the Christmas, and as a kid, that really helps you get in the Christmas spirit. Now,
oh my God, with that, Chris, sorry to interrupt you. There was one time that my mom, we were in the car, it was Christmas, and we were just driving, and then suddenly she just looks out the window and she's like, did you look at that? Did you see it? And I was like, what did I see? What? She's like, yes, Santa Claus just like flew by. He's just flying back. He's flying to our house. I was like, oh, really? it's that excitement when you're a kid of like, oh my God, it's happening. So it
Yeah.
just that came up in my mind.
Oh, it's all good. No, I'm glad you said that because I was the same way. Like, when I was a kid, and I believed in Santa Claus until I got the truth exposed to me. I was like, oh, Santa Claus, I view Santa Claus as like this this magical mythical creature. I don't know, somebody who would literally, like, all you gotta do is just write a list of whatever you want and he gonna get it to you. Like, Santa Claus to me was like some type of genie or some type of magical person that can literally just give you anything that you want. So because I was looking forward to getting what I wanted on Christmas, that's why that was where the joy came in. I remember, there were times before the night before Christmas, I couldn't sleep because I'm like, oh, if I asked for a video game or a play set, I knew that chances are it was going to be under the tree because I believed that Santa Claus was watching. Understand? I believed that Santa Claus was going to come down the chimney and give me the present. Now, I was always curious as a kid, what did Santa Claus look like? And I think that was part of my curiosity. But, my parents, were like, oh, you got to be asleep in order for Santa to drop off the present. But that was really their way of saying it was them. What I'm saying? But as a kid, I'm like, I was hoping to catch Santa in the act. I was trying to sneak. We would have this room where all the presents be at, and I was trying to like be sneaky, trying to catch Santa in the act. So because I believed in Santa at the time, and because I thought that I was going to get everything I wanted under the Christmas tree, that really added to my level of experience. But, as I got older, I realized, once I started understanding that Santa was real and stuff like that, I still, like I said, I was still thankful to get gifts under the Christmas tree. But, when I got older, I realized that, it was less about the gifts and more about the gratitude. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Am I talking to somebody out here? I said, because when I got older, it started to become less about gifts and more about gratitude, more about appreciation that I'm still here to see another Christmas. Because in 2020, put everything in perspective for me. 2020 was the year where I realized, I don't need no gift. I don't need no materialistic gift to make me happy. I just need, my family. I just need to be alive. What I'm saying? I'm gonna be appreciative if I even get anything, but it's not like it's a requirement. Because I remember when I was a kid, you know, I sometimes didn't get everything I wanted under the Christmas tree. Understand? I remember one time I was salty. So this was seventh grade. In seventh grade, this is when the iPhone 5 was popular. This is when the iPhone 5 was popping. So I was about 13, 14 years old. And I asked, well, actually, this is when I found out that Santa was real, but I still asked my parents, yo, can I get an iPhone? And they were like, we'll see. And I was excited because I'm thinking, I'm about to get this iPhone. I'm about to be texting, calling, you know what I'm saying? Because, it was a popular trend in seventh grade for me. And I remember waking up that morning and I'm rushing through the gifts. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, it's not in this one. Okay, let me see if the other one got, oh, it's not in this one. And I opened all the gifts, didn't see the iPhone. I was salty. And the whole time, that whole Christmas, I was salty because I didn't get the iPhone. And then literally when my cousins came over, one of my cousins
Yeah.
explained to us that he got the iPhone 5. And I was like, bruh. I'm looking at my mom. I'm like, where mine at? You feel me? So, I remember just being salty for the rest of the day. But you know what? Looking back on that moment, you know, I realized that I was grateful to be able to have some under the tree. I got the game Madden 13. I remember that. My parents, instead of the phone, they gave me a Madden 13 game. But was I still salty? Yeah. But you know what? Looking back on it, I was just grateful to be able to have some under the tree because there are some people who don't get presents under the tree. Understand? There's some people who like don't have that. You know what I'm saying? They don't get what they want on Christmas. So if you get anything, even if it's not what you want, at least the person put the thought into getting you the gift. Come on, somebody. See, I feel like Christmas is a joyous time, but it's also a stressful time for some reason. Why is it that
I
it's a
think I believe that it comes, well, I do think it comes from the stressful, coming back to the marketing on how you're supposed to be giving and how you're supposed to be giving this and that. And it puts a pressure also to make it perfect, right? The perfect Christmas, the perfect dinner, the perfect of this, or at least it has been for me for many years, even though Christmas, I haven't been so much into Christmas because I was celebrating my birthday, but it is, I've seen it from other people, is like, okay, well, we're inviting all these people for Christmas, so not only you have to buy food, you have to buy presents, you have to do this, you have to cater to everybody. I can see how this could become a stressful time for people, as well as if 2020 and 2021 were not, they were hard, and hence the reason you started your own podcast, hence the reason I started my own company. I believe it's the fact that they were hard. You shouldn't be so hard on yourself if this Christmas is not perfect. And if you can't give everything to everybody, because you, as you said, it is being grateful, is being grateful for what you have, for the people that are with you, that, because a lot of people also can't celebrate with a lot of their relatives today because of it, because of this whole pandemic. So it's, how can we be grateful? And you had such a good point. It's not about the presents, it's not about anything, it's about the gratitude of having everybody with you. And we forget that a lot. And I am so grateful that you brought that up in today's episode. So
yeah,
nice.
yeah. I think because this is the time of the year where everybody going to Target and Walmart, and everybody trying to get the PS5, everybody trying to get the Xbox, everybody trying to get the play set and the TV. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Christmas has just been materialized. We forget the real reason for the seasons, and the reason, and I've heard this saying many times, that Jesus is the reason for the season. Come on, somebody. Jesus is the reason for the season. That's why we celebrate Christmas. I don't understand why people take I don't understand why people use Xmas. I don't understand. What is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I'm just like, what is that? Why are you taking out Christ? Because that's the main reason why we celebrate Christmas. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, like, with the advertising and the Hallmark movies and all these other movies that you watch on Christmas, they trying to sell it as it's got to be the perfect holiday. People be like, oh, Christmas, this is gonna be the time where I finally get to impress somebody else. This is the time where I finally get to meet a man or a woman. Stop thinking like that. It's the craziest thing. People celebrate Christmas. People looking forward to Christmas for the wrong reasons. Understand? They worried
Yeah.
about what type of gift am I gonna get? Is my mama gonna give me $100 pair of shoes? Is my man gonna come up on Christmas? Is my uncle gonna act out again? And it's like, why are we doing this? Why are we materializing Christmas? That's why I believe it's such a stressful holiday, because it's more about, yes, you should be a cheerful giver. God loves all cheerful givers, but it shouldn't be, you shouldn't give out the fact to try to one up somebody, is what I'm trying to say. If they don't like it, well, guess what? Make sure you keep the receipt so you can get your money back. Come on, somebody. Because my roommate, so it's funny because my roommate who I helped with the car today, he buys his mama probably some of the most expensive stuff I ever heard. And you know what she do with it? She take it back. And I suggested to him, I said, brother, man, you need to stop buying your mama gifts. Your mama need to be grateful that you went out here and got, I'm talking about, like, these are like really, really nice gifts. I think, like, he got his mama, I think, one of those, like, those sweepers, or I'm talking about, like the automatic.
Roomba, the one that goes like,
Yeah, the one that be making noise. He got his mama that. And that was like $300, $400. And she took it back and bought something else. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, what in the world? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to understand that people going out their way to get something for you, even though it may not be what you want. At least, the least you can do is say thank you around this time. See, I don't think people hear that enough. This is the time where we have to give thanks. This is the time where it's somebody taking their time out to spend with you and to get you something. The least you can do is say thank you because they didn't have to do it. See, people feel like it's an obligation to get them something. People feel like it's an obligation for you to do something for them. But in reality is nobody owe you nothing. Nobody owe you nothing. Even if they did you 1,000 favors, they don't owe you nothing. So my thing for this year, show some gratitude, show some appreciation. You know, if you're still blessed to see your family and you're still blessed to get together, that's what you should be grateful for in this season. You know what I'm saying? And to be in the moment. Now, I made this challenge last for Thanksgiving, but I'm gonna make it again. Be in the moment this holiday season. You know, it's not about what you put on the gram. It's not about what you put on Twitter or Facebook. You know, it's not about any of that. You know, it's not about the perfect outfit. It is not about the perfect gift. It's about trying to enjoy your time with your family, with the people that love you. I think she took a phone. Oh, she got a phone call in the middle of, and I was like, I was confused. I was just like, what? I was like, everything good? Everything straight?
Everything's good. Everything is good. It's just, I told you that my life is right now a mess and I'm selling a bunch of stuff and people are like, oh, I'm here to pick this thing up. And I'm like, oh my God, I just needed 10 minutes. So I asked for 10 minutes. So we have 10 minutes,
Okay.
10 minutes to get our ideas and make sure that everybody is truly in, that they truly enjoy this season for the like as you said from a different perspective. Let's look at this Christmas from a different perspective of love, of gratitude, of being thankful for what we have. Sometimes we forget what we have. We forget to be thankful for what we have. We are so caught up in what is next, on the new things, on the material things, as you said, that we forget to just be like, damn, I am grateful for having a roof over my head. I am grateful for the food on my table. I am grateful for my friends, my family, the fact that I was able to go to sleep on like in my bed. So it's being grateful for what do you have right now? What is it that today you're like, yeah, I'm comfortable today. Tomorrow it might change. It doesn't mean that you can be looking for the next thing. Of course, I want everybody here to go for what they want and follow their dreams and know that things are going to work out and that God will bring these to you. But what about today? What about this moment? What can you be grateful for? And I would love to ask everybody who's listening to list in their head, what are 10 things that money can't buy that you're grateful for?
All right. I'm gonna have to take upon that challenge myself. Because you know, like I said, like, and I've mentioned this before, you can get money back because they print money every day, but you can't get time back. I'm gonna say it again. You can get money, but you can't get time back. See, we get so caught up in trying to chase the bag. The bag gonna be there, but it's the time that you have with the person that may not always be there. Come on, somebody. I know I'm preaching on here. Come on, somebody need to hear this. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I don't know. I didn't know where the direction of this podcast is going. But you know what? If I feel something, I'm gonna go ahead and say it because I think we misunderstand, you know, that time is valuable. You know, and you know, with technology, I've noticed how it's more about trying to have the picture perfect Christmas that we see on Instagram or that we see on TV. And it's like, it shouldn't be about comparing your experience to somebody else's experience. It shouldn't be about who got the matching outfits, who got the best looking what. Because like I said, I feel like the holidays have been more of a competition to see who's the best. Why are we competing with each other? Who cares? Who cares what you got on? Why we got to be on Instagram showing everybody everything? I mean, bro, like nobody want to see what you're eating. Nobody want to see what you're wearing. Nobody cares. But we spend so much time on Instagram taking pictures, but we don't spend enough time actually being in the moment. And I mentioned that last on Thanksgiving. And I'm going to say it again for Christmas. Be in the moment. I challenge you to be in the moment this Christmas because, you may not be fortunate enough to see somebody next year. You may have somebody here one day, they may be gone tomorrow. So but I want y'all to understand that time is precious. Time is valuable. And so, don't get so hurt that you didn't get what you want under the tree. Don't get so mad that your family want to call you out your name. Just make sure that you take the time to appreciate all the things that you have in front of you. Come on, somebody. Come on.
Yeah.
Ursula, am I talking to somebody out here?
You're talking to me and I am feeling it. I am feeling it. I completely, I think everybody that is listening to these podcasts will be like, yes, I agree. And also to add to what you're saying is to do not expect also nobody to be thankful either. Like to give, just to know that you're giving it from your heart. And if somebody doesn't see it that way, it's okay. Allow them to feel and be who they are. As long as you feel grateful for what you've done, from what you're doing, just realize that it's all about you. It's all about you, your emotions, how you feel about yourself. And I not only want you to be thankful for anything that anybody else does to you or that you have, I want you to be thankful for whatever the reaction of anybody, because we can't control them. We can't control anybody else's emotions. We can't control how they'll react if you don't give them the present that they're looking for. So what I invite everybody to do is just to know that you did it from your heart, that it's okay if they don't receive it the way that you wanted them to, and accept them, because we sometimes forget that. We sometimes get hurt, but we don't know what's going on in their heads. We don't know anything. So I want you to not be so hard on yourself. If you couldn't also provide to your family what you needed or what they needed, it's okay. It will be okay. It will come, and just be grateful for you showing up for yourself. What do you think?
I think that I was originally going to title this episode A Christmas Story, but I think I'm going to call it The Gift of Gratitude, because I think that's better than any materialistic gift
Yes.
that you can give somebody on Christmas, is to show them that you have a sense of gratitude and that you value them. Because, there's you can give somebody all the material things in the world, but one thing about material things, they fade. You right? Because you can have all the money, you can have all the different type of purses, the shoes, the jewelry, you can have all that, but you still ain't gonna be happy. Why? Because if money could make us happy, then we wouldn't have people dealing with depression. Come on, somebody. If we could have all the jewelry and it can fix our emotions and it can just help us to live in our purpose, I go out and buy the whole store. I go out and go to K Jewelers. I go to K Jewelers and get all the jewelry in the world if it could make me happy. So I think we miss it. We think that if we give them what we want, material wise, it'll solve it. But no,
I mean, I'm just in terms of talking about like ourselves and our mindset, just because this is what I do for a living. And I can tell you that if you are giving somebody something that is very materialistic and they're not materialistic, but you're giving and giving and giving and they're not receiving, you're honestly looking for something else, and it's probably acceptance and love from that person. So sometimes we give a lot of presents, we give a lot of things to other people because we want them to accept them, we want them to love us. But the underlying thing is not the gift, but it's the love. But sometimes we have to remember that the love and the acceptance has to come from us, has to come from within. and that they might not ever accept us. They might never love us the way we want to. But hey, we have ourselves. You and I have ourselves. Like everybody here has their own freaking back. Yes.
That. And we coming up on 10 minutes. I want to be respectful of your time because I know that you got some sales to go ahead and make. So yeah, I mean, just really to sum up this whole thing, if you didn't get anything from this conversation, I want you to take away one thing. I want you to be grateful for this holiday season. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got nothing else to be grateful for, I want you to just stop, take a moment, and just start breathing. I want you to check your pulse. If your pulse still work, that's the greatest gift you can ever receive is life. So if you're still alive today and your lips are still moving and your eyes still moving and your legs still moving and your arms still moving, you are blessed. Even if you don't get nothing else, just remember that the gift of life is the greatest gift that you can ever receive. Okay. So if you don't take anything else away from this conversation, just be grateful this holiday season and be grateful that you get to spend it with family. Be grateful that hopefully you get some good food. Cause I know for this Christmas, we might do something different. I know that our tradition is, my mama, she usually do the cooking, she make the mac and cheese, the ham, the turkey, the dressing, the sweet potato, the banana pudding, the sweet potato pie. We had the whole 9 yards. But I think this Christmas, I think we might do something different. We might actually travel somewhere. Like as a family, we might actually travel, which is we don't do this on Christmas. We don't really travel on Christmas. We usually stay at home. But we might actually take a trip somewhere, but that's still in the work. But yeah, but I think what we might do is we might just eat as a family. So there's a total of 5 of us in our family. So instead of inviting like the uncles, the aunts, the grandmas, and the grandpops, we might just just spend it as a immediate family. And then the next day we might take a trip somewhere. So we'll see. It's definitely different. But you know what? I told my mama, I said, we all we got, we all we need. Come on, somebody. We all we got and we all we need. So that's all
Yes.
we need. So there you go. So that's how I might spend my Christmas. So it'll definitely be different. But you know what? I'm spending with the people that I grew up with, that raised me and developed me and helped to develop me into the man I am today. So I can't be more than grateful just to be with my family. So that's what I'm looking forward to this Christmas. So yeah, that's what I got going on. But yeah, we'll go ahead and just end on that note. Uh, just to remind y'all, follow me on Instagram at Disinfecting Your Life, and also follow my girl Ursula on Instagram at Ursula Keith _ BMC. So again, follow Miss Ursula on Instagram. Keep supporting her at Ursula URSULAKEITH _ I'll just put the link in the bio as well. And then you already know, follow me on Twitter at this in your life one, and then follow me on Facebook at Disinfect Your Life. And then also go check out my book. If you have not received or purchased a copy of my book, it has been out for almost a month. So if you have not gotten your book, please go support it on Amazon. The book is called Step Toward Your Purpose, just like on my hoodie right here. Step Toward Your Purpose. Okay, so go ahead and get your copy. It's on sale on Amazon. You can get an ebook or you can get a paperback book for $18.99. So definitely go get you some encouraging words this holiday season. You might need to go ahead and give it to somebody that might need to be your gift this holiday season. Go ahead and get you a book to give it to somebody else who might need some encouragement this holiday season. So definitely go get you a book this holiday season, man. We definitely need to do some more reading. We definitely need to get off the phone and start diving into some books and hear some more encouragement and some more and gain some more knowledge and wisdom as we go into this holiday season. And if you have not still had the chance to get what you want in 2021 in terms of goals, accomplishing goals, you still got time. Don't be like, oh, I'm gonna wait till 2022. Bruh, come on now. 2021 is still here. So if you had a goal that you want to accomplish in 2021 and you still haven't done it, you got time. So don't push it. Just keep going. Keep going in the process. All right. Understand? But all right. Miss Ursula Key, did you want to say anything else? Or are you good?
Oh, I'm good, but I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much. You are an inspiration for me, for everybody in this podcast community. I love that you publish your book. I hope that is doing amazing. I love that we're stepping towards our purpose. I know I am. I know you are, and I believe that we can all do it. Like there's no reason why we can't. And as you said, 2021 still here. 2022 it's happening, so I'm going to be, just for the people that are interested, I'm going to be doing like some vision board visualization. So if people are looking to visualize where they want to go, I'm going to be doing a couple of workshops for that, and also planning your year. So we talk about, okay, what is concluding 2021, and then planning where you want to go in 2022. What do you want to do? So make sure that you do check that out on all my social media, which is the Instagram, which Chris, thank you so much for mentioning it, as well as on YouTube. I have my channel. You can find me as Ursula Keith. So thankful and grateful for you and for everybody that is listening. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your Christmas season this year.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and finish on that, man. You heard it here first. This your boy, Chris Simmons, alongside special guest, Ursula Key. We out. We'll see y'all when we see y'all. Take care. Peace.